Of course, Golden Necker Clog. And nope, I guess we're done here. Whoops. Alright, big temple swing coming up from Lady of the Lake. Never mind, all the echoes are in hand. Let's go. I want to show you guys basically what's going on with all the thinning that I'm going to be describing in the intro of the video. I feel like it's probably easier to show you before we get into it. So we get down the sappers, we play the bombs, we get the thin, we push back the sunset. That's pretty much how it goes. Now let's get into the deck guide. So this is not only one of the most toxic decks that I've ever played, it's also one of the most toxic decks that I've ever seen. And I feel somewhat shameful that I put this one together, but it slaps and it makes for great content. I'm really happy with the outcome of this because some people like to play this way, and you know, we got to cater to them as well, right? They are subs to the channel. So with that being said, this is probably my last time I'll revisit this for a long while. I gotta clean the dirt off, but I'm going to teach you guys how to play this, and if you don't like the deck, if you hate the deck, if you think it's unfair, that's cool and everything, but just try and build something in attack against this, and you guys know that I'm already going to be on that. So let's get into this one, okay? So we have Sunset Wanderers, and this was inspired by the Sappers, because this starts leftmost side of our hand, and it's going to move right one at the beginning of our turn every turn until it summons itself to the playing field, and we draw a card, okay? So when we take the Sappers, we have multiple ways to do that. So we take a sapper, and then it allows us to play a bomb, draw a card, pushing back sunset for another turn, so we're getting that carryover value for the sunset. If we decide to go ahead and make additional copies of the sapper, whether it be Ramon or whether it be taking the slave drivers, then again we're kicking Wanderers back. So this is really good if we need that extra push. If we're on blue coin and the opponent's really pushing, we can actually get out of the round much easier. And at the same time, if we're looking to push into a round two, let's say we're playing against Harmony, we're playing against other Nilfgaard variants, and we know that it's really important to not give them that long round three, Sunset Wanderers can really help us save the day there. So what it comes down to is that's one of the plays that we have, but Sapper works really well obviously with bombs and MADOC, because we're playing a bomb from our hand, drawing a card, and if we have Barricade, whenever you play a bomb, damage a random enemy unit by 1. So what that means for me here is we get this down, we draw a bomb, well, we play a bomb, we draw a card, we hope that the first card we draw isn't MADOC. If it is, switch strategy for the rounds. If it's not, keep going. MADOC will summon itself to the playing field. Look for Letho, make a copy of MADOC. If for whatever reason MADOC gets taken or heat waved or whatever the case, that's okay, because Letho has a really good backup target, being either a sapper or being either Artfane Light Cavalry. This is probably the go-to, right? And as long as we keep everything barricaded, which we have leader for that, the engines will continue to work. So Letho before was very risky because you want to turn them into an engine of some sort, right? You don't just want to do it for a 5-point slam, otherwise you're playing 5 for 10. So think about that one, okay? So if we're in a perfect situation, we make a copy of MADOC. Now we have 2 MADOCs. So whenever we play a bomb, these engines are firing, we're killing off stuff. We have the Artfane Light Cavalry. These are working at damaging the last unit that your opponent played, and I can't stress it enough. I probably make this mistake once or twice in the video today. Even I'm not perfect at playing this, but you have to make sure flanking is going to be the left or rightmost side of the row, whether it's on melee or range. If you put it on melee, the effect is going to be doubled, and if you put it on range, it'll just do 1, but it'll gain barricade every turn. So something to think about. Prioritize melee, prioritize to the left and right, and go from there, okay? So positioning is everything. Don't put something to the left or right of it. Make sure that those are the outmost cards that we have in the chain, okay? So with these going and with this going, we can win a round off the bombs if we're uninterrupted. Crystal Skull makes the cut. I started off without it. I think that I'm willing to lose the point to go and have this extra security because I don't have room for a Purify when we're running so many bronze cards in the deck. Now, this deck's a very hyper thin type deck. If you look at what we've got here, we're drawing with these, and we can arguably do 5 if we really need to, because we have the 2, we've got, you know, extra reach with the drivers, we've got Ramon, so there's no reason why we can't get all of our cards. We also have, again, Sunset that's going to be drawing a card, War Council that's going to be looking in the deck and being able to play a card there. I like this because it spawns a battle prep. Battle preps in this case are very good for helping keep our engines maintained, so we have that there. Now, again, going even further, we have Tall Punish or Scenario Punish with the Heat Wave, prevent the opponent from getting something started, Heat Wave a defender, whatever we gotta do. We have a couple Banish Bombs here, because if there's something we don't like, if we're playing against a mirror match, they have MADOC as well. If they're playing against just anything with a really important engine or a reoccurring card, we can dome those. And I prioritize the Banish over the Purify because we also have Heat Wave and we have Vil to get around defenders and things like that. So keep that one in mind there. Traherne is sort of a win condition in a way. This is just such a busted card right now. The deck's already toxic enough. I'm throwing it in here because it's all or nothing. Okay, so Traherne makes the cut. We look for their best card in their deck after they've taken their thinning, and we go and we try to put that in their grave. Make sure you're not putting in a Nero or an Erendite or something like that. You want to make sure you put their Scenario or just a high provision card. If you're playing against, let's say, Nilfgaard, and they go and they take the Yan Calviet, that's exactly when you want to play Traherne if you have it, because you're going to be able to put Torres or Terra Nova or, you know, Brathens or something like that in the graveyard and prevent them from getting about 20 points from that. So this always seems to be playing above its provisions, because the deck has so many conditional top end cards and so many techie, you know, not playing for a lot of points by themselves type specials in the bronze end. It makes sense to put something in like the Nausicaas and abuse it, because obviously Nilfgaard has some of the most busted, if not the most busted, bronze cards in the game. So these are just 10 point after 10 point slam. You can imagine a short round 3, let's say 3-4 card round 3, we're still putting up 40 points while denying everything that they play. So it's ridiculous. And again, not a lot to choose from for bombs with Nilfgaard. Obviously, we don't want to go for something like Dragon's Dream, which is gold bomb. We just want to keep them casual here. So I had to make the best do. And I feel like with all the pings we have going on with these, with the Sappers, we could afford to risk it on the 2 Dancing Stars. And we have a couple Dimeridian Bombs, of course, because they're good. A one-off Red Haze, because sometimes these don't get the best value. And that's pretty much it here, guys. So that's what I got for you. I'm going to get right into the games. I recorded the games without live commentary for reference. There's a lot of playtesting today in order to get things right. And for what it's worth, I don't even know if I should be teaching people how to play this deck, but just enjoy it, okay? And take it for what it is and start plotting against it if you don't like it. That's pretty much it. But I have to say the Precision Strike deck that I put out yesterday is a really good counter to this deck already. So play that if you start seeing this, and you should be fine. And this would probably disappear, but this deals with a lot of other stuff. This really slaps against things like Harmony. So just keep that in mind, okay? So we're gonna get into the games here. I got a bunch of games for you. I can't even count at this point, but we'll put the best ones in, and I'll see you soon with another video. And of course, I'll put commentary on my next one. We're gonna be doing live recordings. I got streams coming up over the weekend. I'm really excited to see you guys again. So yeah, let's run it.
I deserve better. None can match the power of Nilfgaard. Is there anyone here to whom I can entrust my missive?
As you command.
Don't you worry yourself, Your Grace. We'll get it done in no time.
Obedience or the lash!
Pissing in the moat? Oh, you're dead.
The Emperor shall be proud of his sons.
I hope we can trust you.
I'm coming for you. Dagrud! No Avenrud! I wrote the book on that spell. Literally. Wars are won with discipline, my lords. Back in line!
This day forward, all magic will be regulated.
Time for a practical.
Mistake stars reflected in a pond of the night
Bang,
sky.
kaboom! Shit, how'd that go?
You'd best yield now.
conquered Gesser! These Nordling scum are no better!
Don't you worry yourself, Your Grace. We'll get it done in no time.
None can match the power of Nilfgaard.
Fishing in the moat? Oh, you're dead. It's gonna be a right good levy, big and beautiful.
Fight for the Emperor and you might be freed!
Stop your yapping and start digging.
To thee, Nilfgaard! Inside will hurt soon and
The Emperor shall be proud of his sons.
need 3 buckets of nails and a tub full of pegs.
To work! Gloire ihr Herzer! Today! Bezima tomorrow! Shot!
Bow, barbarian. Bow low.
Obedience or the lash!
The stakes stars reflected in a pond for the knights. Quite the menial task.
We conquered Gesso! These Nordling scum are no better!
Lieutenant Flout will lead the scouts.
Goddamn fools. My blade. I trust you have sharpened. Resistance shall not be tolerated. Today! Bezima tomorrow! None can match the power of Nilfgaard. The Emperor shall be proud of his sons.
My boots got sand aplenty. my estate a visit one day.
Improvise. Scoia'tael!
Their kingdoms will collapse like sandcastles.
It's gonna be a right good levy, big and beautiful.
You shall hear out what I have to say.
Onward, onward! To be showered with Imperial gold!
An interesting choice.
Long live the Emperor! Long may he reign!
Stop your yapping and start digging.
Have I something in my teeth?
north must be destroyed.
Fishing in the moat? Oh, you're dead.
Your gathering ready.
War, ihr Herzen!
This is our land, Dwarf. You're not welcome.
To die, I'll do so sword in hand.
We will take back what was stolen.
An interesting choice.
Quickly.
Back in line! We conquered Qcento. These Nordling scum are no better.
It's gonna be a right good levy, big and beautiful.
Elren has shown us the way. Racists.
Your attention, please. I shall now speak.
thunderbolt! You get a thunderbolt!
It's gonna be a right good levy, big and beautiful.
Så Trumkaith.
Bow, barbarian. Bow low.
Gloares fuere jaber.
To see us.
can match the power of Nilfgaard.
You should hear out what I have to say.
Stop your yapping and start digging.
This is our land, Dwan. You're not welcome here.
Lovely smile you've got. Fancy another? Cursed racists! Back in line! Move!
We're gonna need 3 buckets of nails and a tub full of pegs.
Daisy of the Valley!
A rock toppled, and beneath it a scorpion revealed.
Feign not ignorant. Remember to whom you speak.
Time to die! I'll do so sword in hand! Elren has shown us the way! Blood! Blood! The Emperor shall be proud of his sons. One crown. We got a deal.
Living souls in your wake shall ne'er dare you forget yourself.